We're in Maui, baby. I'm sure both these teams aren't as happy as I am after both suffering opening round losses, but nevertheless, it's early in the season.
You're right there, partner. This time it's just as much about bonding as it is about winning, but there's still a big game to play tonight between the Syracuse Orange and the Chaminade Silver Swords. It's time for the tip-off.
As we tip into the first half, the butterflies are flying, baby.
They work it into a double team on the post. Comes up short. Anthony receives the pass. So, Dick, so important now at the point. The point guard will set things up, and the other four will go to work.
Well, you know what they're doing is a four around with a post guy on the interior, and they're trying to get that ball to the inside, but they're playing with four people on the exterior.
Looks like they're setting up into their zone motion. Both teams looking to get things going here. They're trying to feed the low block.
A lot of good things happen when you bring the ball down to the inside.
There's a slam.
Great execution. That's offensive efficiency at its best.
The small forward receives the pass. On the elbow, they feed down to the low block. Let's watch the move as he works his man, and now the fadeaway jumper. At a momentary look from three-point land. Here comes the ball screen in the lane. And nice-looking jumper in the lane. On the left side. Moving it around the perimeter. Nice to have you along with us tonight. Dick Vitale and Aaron Andrews alongside. I'm Brad Nessler. We got a good one going. And up. Nope. On the dribble. Gives it up. He fades away. He misses the fadeaway. Goes up for two. Off the glass and no good. Buried it. Takes it strong to the hoop.
I tell you, I like the way this kid uses his body, Brad. He's the type of guy you want in your roster. When you want that inside presence, his size and power is an asset.
On the left side. He attempts the three. They get it to go. Work the perimeter.
Spacing so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart. Pressure that basketball. Help one another. Communicate.
And the ball out of bounds, but we'll be staying right here. Number 32 makes his first appearance.
I tell you, this youngster can provide a spark on either side of the floor, Brad.
Ten seconds. Out on the wing. For the bucket. Off the glass and no good. Anthony receives the ball. Now they work it around the perimeter. They've got a player spotting up on the three. Here's the three ball. Missed the jumper. The point guard gets the pass. They move it into the front court. Tries for two. Off the glass and no good. Might be a ball screen here, Dick.
Well, you got to use that screen. Hey, how did...
Gets a hand in the way. There was no doubt about that one. A great drive to the hoop right there, Dick.
He has all kinds of moves, and we saw just about all of them on that drive. A good-looking 2 points. Turnover by the senior.
The point guard with the ball. Looking for a good shot.
Great pressure, great double team. Really explosive.
Defense taking away any open looks. Can't connect. Gave it up. Freeman picks up the foul. First personal foul.
Hey, a player's senior year is such an emotional one. The key is to stay focused and not get caught up on being in your last year of collegiate basketball. If you focus on the right things, win or lose, it'll be a memorable experience.
Second shot, good. Turnover by the senior. Both teams are looking to get something going here.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. Goes up for 2. He drains it. And there's sort of a snapshot of our game tempo.
These teams are selectively pushing the ball and looking for transition opportunities.
They work it around the perimeter. He shoots the jumper.
Excellent jump shot right there.
And has it rejected.
Defense did a great job with that blocked shot.
Looking to move it around the perimeter. Launches away. In and out. The point guard handles the pass.
Bad decision there by the senior.
On the left side.
Tempo of the game really important here. You want to establish some good tempo. Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
There's a nice block from behind, Dick.
Yeah, that's good timing from the defense.
The offense sets up from the sideline. Blocked. The shot's off target. They work it around the perimeter.
There's the trap.
Off the mark. They work the perimeter. From the top of the key. Perfectly executed. This guy can really score in a variety of ways down in the low block, Dick.
They like his game because he can play with his back toward the basket and he can shoot it from 12 to 15 feet. Trying to go inside.
The senior commits a turnover. With the jumper.
Jumper didn't look pretty, I can tell you that. That baby was ugly.
That's taking it strong to the hoop, right, Dick?
I tell you, he was fearless right there. Did a great job taking it to the rack. And some great concentration to finish strong.
Here's a double team. A whistle and a foul. Coach not happy on the sideline. Number 12 gets in on his first minutes tonight.
Hey, this kid really knows how to keep the offense moving. Tremendous leader out there.
Cross court. Tries for two. He missed. Anthony receives the pass.
Up and inside.
For two. He doesn't get the hoop. Cross court. Great hustle.
Turnover committed by the senior.
On the dribble, gives it up. Jumper. And come up short. When talking about half-court teams, Dick, what types of players do you expect to be on that type of roster?
When they do those types of things, Brad, they get into a rhythm. Everyone knows that rhythm is crucial for offensive success in basketball or for any sport for that matter. That's definitely...
Swatted from behind.
Never saw him coming, Brad.
10 seconds on the shot clock. With a fadeaway jumper. Look at that follow through. Jumper won't go.
Got to take some pride on the defensive end.
What should they do here, Dick?
I'd call a timeout and see what's going on out there. There's definitely some miscommunication happening.
Throws it up. Great block shot. His shot's blocked.
Hey, he thought he spotted space in that zone, but not today, baby.
For the bucket. Great shot. Number 0 coming in for the first time tonight.
He will give this defense a different kind of threat at this position. Smart move.
And after the timeout, we're all set to pick things up. Way out on the right wing. And it's knocked away. Great block.
Spacing.
Puts it on the floor and up and under. We approach 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Both teams looking to get things going here. Looking for a good shot. Gets up to make the block. On the outside. Now the turnaround jumper. They're not doing a very good job of finding the hoop tonight, Dick.
Well, they're not working the ball around. They're not finding the open man.
Isolated on the outside. They're working around the arc, looking for the open jumper. For two. Off the glass and no good. Around 8 minutes remaining. On the outside. Ten to shoot now. Off the glass and no good. Goes up. Busts the J. Gave it up. On the shot clock. Trying to pack it inside. And the block. We're at the 7-minute mark. Pull-up jumper left side. Missed it. The center receives the pass. There's a double team waiting there. He gets the shot to fall. Cross court. He shoots from downtown. Can't get the shot. That one's blocked from behind.
Great rotation by the D. I love it.
Inside. Goes rejected. Number 11 has been negatively influenced by his play and the events which have unfolded here.
He needs to take a deep breath, refocus, and get after it.
That spin move not successful, Dick.
I did a great job on the defense, not allowing him to make that turn.
The point guard takes the pass. They'll work it around the arc. He goes up with it. Off the mark. Working it around the perimeter. There is no play that includes that guy in the stands. For the bucket. Knocks it down. When you can pass and score like he does, it makes a coach's job a little bit easier, wouldn't you say, Dick?
Tell you, Brad, he can get an easy 8 assists a game or put up 15 to 20 points on any given night. A well-rounded player who has a good feel for the game.
On the left side. Pushes it up. Tries for two. Off the glass and no good. Off target. Off the glass and no good. Number 11 receives the ball. Had a momentary look from three-point land. Too much. That's a foul. Here's another solid junior, Dick.
Knowing there are guys on your team who know what you want and know what it takes to be successful is a big bonus.
Misses the first. Makes the second shot. That trap could spell some trouble. Moving it around the perimeter. Takes his jumper. All these missed shots. I don't even think they're giving the ball a chance to go in, Dick.
That's a horrific, awful, terrible, poor, appalling. I'm absolutely embarrassed, Brad.
Cross court.
Double team now, bad angle.
Work the perimeter.
Spacing so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
Missed the jumper. Now they work it around the perimeter. For two. He comes up empty.
Look at speed. I tell you, man, there's nothing like having athleticism and quickness.
With a fadeaway jumper, look at that follow-through.
I'll tell you, great footwork, too, to create that opportunity. And then he's got the touch. What an offensive player.
Top of the key. Looking for a good shot. About 3 minutes remaining. Goes up for two. Off the mark with that shot. Number 11 receives the ball. That spin move's not going to work against this defense.
That's a no-no, baby. Defensive player beats him to the spot.
Out on the wing. For the bucket. Sinks it. Strong with a ball and strong with a finish.
That's a great job, Brad. Using his athleticism to get to the hoop and convert.
Way out on the right wing. Inside. He puts up the J. Nails the J. Now that was a great play right there, Dick.
Well, they're doing a great job running their offense, working it through the high post. That's what they need to do.
With the jump hook. Can't connect. Tries to draw the charge, and that's a foul, Dick.
I'll tell you, no doubt, a good call. The defensive player gets called for the foul.
So the inbound play on the baseline. Tries for two. That one's off. He rejects it. And it's blocked.
Great effort defensively. He says, "Thou shalt not enter thy lane, baby. Get it out of here. I'm the landlord." Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. One minute left to go. On the right side. They had his shot blocked. Loose ball and batted in. Loose ball kept in. From the corner, perfectly executed. They work it around the perimeter. Number 3 is called for the foul. First team foul. The Orange set up in their zone motion. And now the fadeaway jumper.
You talk about versatility. There aren't many guys that are going to make that fadeaway jump shot. Great touch. Impossible to block that shot.
And it's knocked loose. Goes for the deep one. Comes up empty. At the end of the first half, the Orange are ahead by 19. And while we get a moment here, let's take a look at the keys for each of these teams today.
I've been really impressed with just how hard both teams are playing. These numbers show you how they've been performing.
Number 20 has played a good game so far, I think, Dick.
Well, you know, Brad, it might not be good enough for them tonight. Just look at the score. Being a star player of the team, he needs to take charge and come out firing in the second half.
Looks like they're going to go with a full-court man-to-man press, Dick. So Dick's so important now at the point. The point guard will set things up, and the other four will go to work.
Well, you know what they're doing is a 4-around with a post guy on the interior, and they're trying to get that ball to the inside, but they're playing with 4 people on the exterior.
Tries for two with the layup.
That was absolutely phenomenal.
So Dick's so important now at the point. The point guard will set things up and the other four will go to work.
Well, you know what they're doing is a four around with a post guy on the interior, and they're trying to get that ball to the inside, but they're playing with four people on the exterior.
Out on the wing. For the deuce. Rims out. They're just having a devil of a time getting good looks at the hole.
That's right, Brad. I haven't seen a whole lot of plays carried out and executed the way they should be.
Looking to move it around the perimeter. He wants a three. Scorches the net with a J. Uncharacteristic mistake by the senior. They push it up on the break.
Coach looks on, focused, a lot of intensity, a lot of emotion.
On the dribble, gives it up. For two. Was that beautiful or what? The Orange are all about running and pushing the tempo, aren't they, Dick?
They definitely want to run, Brad. They want to run faster and longer than their opponents every time they step on the court. It's a style of play which is tough to keep up with.
Nope.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
He shoots from the deep corner, and he buries the three. Cross court. He shoots from the deep corner. The missed shot. The small forward gets the ball. They work it around the perimeter. Takes the jumper. He makes the jumper. Cross court. We'll stay right here. So inbound on the baseline. Trying to feed the low block. Bad decision there by the senior. Goes up for two. He gets it to go. They work the perimeter. For nice rejection. Out of bounds and a change in possession. Oh, that's going to be a costly turnover, Dick.
I'll tell you, turnovers can absolutely destroy a team.
Davis handles the feed. Knocked it down. Let's get ready to resume the action. Tries for two. He drains the shot. The small forward gets the pass. With the jumper.
Excellent jump shot right there. Up and inside.
For two. Gets it to fall. How about that play? They went through the high post again.
Certain offenses require that the ball goes through the high post. This will usually open up things on the wings and a low block, Brad. They did a great job of using the high post on that play.
Two with a lay-in.
Look at that spacing.
There they come with a double team to stop it. Goes up for two. Can't put it down. Looking for a good shot. And we'll head back down to the other end. Ball coming in from the sideline. To shoot. The shooting guard takes the pass. Scorches the net with a J. Gave it up. He launches a three. He buries the jumper. Turnover committed by the senior. Here we go on the break. He nails the bucket. On the outside. From the corner. Nails the sweet jumper. Pushes it up. For the bucket. Off the glass and no good.
I love that block shot, Brad. Really gives you a lot of momentum.
They've got a three-point shooter spotting up. Low block with the J.
Jumper didn't look pretty, I can tell you that. That baby was ugly.
Isolated on the outside. They work it around the arc, looking for the open jumper. He pulls up with a jumper. Off the mark. On the left side. Now trying to feed the low block. Now the turnaround jumper. Missed the jumper. On the dribble, gives it up. Tries for two. Off the glass and no good. Gave it up. For the bucket. Once again, let's take a look at our star watch. On the outside. And numbers going the other way. Tries for two. He's money with a shot.
Great shot block right there. They had some good movement on the offensive side.
They're getting no good looks at the hoop tonight, Dick.
I don't know what they're doing, but they're squandering away all those easy looks underneath.
Way out on top, controlling the ball. Good cut, great pass right there.
That's a bang-bang play, Brad. That's a great cut and an even better pass.
They'll work it around the arc. Blocks it.
He saw an opening, but the gap closed up in a hurry.
He's got to look to kick that out once the zone collapses like that. Rejects it. Takes the pass in the paint. Knocks it down. That one went through the high post, Dick.
Certain offenses require that the ball goes through the high post. This will usually open up things on the wings and a low block, Brad. They did a great job of using the high post on that play.
For the deuce. Off the glass and no good. Working it around the perimeter. For two. Off the glass. On the dribble, gives it up. He looks for three. Jumper won't go. With a layup. On the left side. Fed the low block. He makes the block. Ball's going to stay down here. They'll throw this one in from the side. The Orange running their zone offense here, Dick.
Well, the key in the zone motion offense is you got to get good ball movement. If you get good ball movement to get the zone to really slide and use the skip pass to make it tough for that zone to adjust.
Had a momentary look from three-point land. And we're at the 8-minute mark. He goes up with a jumper. He misses the J. And they go into their motion offense, working with 4 around 1 here.
I love the 4 around 1, especially when you got a big guy who can pass the ball exceptionally well as score. Now you got to give help on him, and it leaves people open on the perimeter, and they better be able to make that open jump shot.
There's a snapshot of some of his averages.
Hey, the numbers can be nice, but they can also be deceiving. You never want to judge someone purely by their averages, no matter how high or low they may seem.
He got it. The shooting guard with the ball. The man can't escape.
Hey, Trapp's giving that kid some fits. Gave it up.
He gets that ball in the low block and immediately goes with a shot.
I did a great job of the ball fake that created the up and under move. And good footwork. It's essential with an up and under move to utilize good footwork.
The Orange running their zone offense here, Dick.
Well, the key in the zone motion offense is you got to get good ball movement. If you get good ball movement to get the zone to really slide and use the skip pass to make it tough for that zone to adjust.
Out on the wing. Moving it around the perimeter. About 7 minutes remaining. Work the perimeter.
Spacing's so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
Goes up with it. Off the mark. On the dribble, gives it up. Jumper. He's clearly forcing things right now, Dick.
He's taking his team out of the game.
Now they work it around the perimeter. We're at the 6-minute mark. Dumps it in. Goes up for 2. Rims out. For the bucket. He blocked shot. Now on the run. Tries for 2.
Terrific score off the fast break.
He shoots from downtown and score it. Looking for a good shot. Goes up for 2. Goes. Out on the wing. About 5 minutes remaining in the game clock.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps.
There's the trap.
They work it around the perimeter. 10 to shoot. For the bucket. He nails the shot. A little two-man action. Looking to move it around the perimeter. He bombs from outside. That's an ill-advised shot. I don't think that's the guy you want shooting from the three-point line.
Brad, I can guarantee you that he's not the guy they want shooting the ball.
They're going to need a miracle to get a victory in this one now.
It is over, Brad. I'm no math major, but even I can figure this one out.
Turnover by the senior. Pushes it. For the dip. That one's rejected. He knocks down the jumper. A nice job of getting to the hole right there, Dick.
Well, those aggressive moves to the basket are what this offense is all about.
Tries for 2. He hits the shot. Number 12 gets the pass. He misses the jumper. We're at the 3-minute mark.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
Jumper can't connect. For 2. With the layup. Turnaround jumper. He misses the J. On the right side. With a fadeaway jumper. Look at that follow-through.
I tell you, he uses the ball really well, too, in terms of putting it to the jack, turns, spins. He's got every move in the book.
About 2 minutes remaining. The small forward with the ball. They work it around the perimeter. Goes up for 2. Off the mark. Gave it up. He tries the jumper. Off the glass and no good. He tries the 3-ball. He makes the jumper. With the jumper. Gets the J to fall. Pushes it up. Makes the block. Nope. They work the perimeter. For the bucket. Shot off. On the left side.
A little frustration right there.
On the right side. Goes up. Nails the jumper. Alley-oop. If you call for it, he may throw it to you, too. And again, they'll inbound on the baseline. Shot clock is dead. Kicks it out. And Dick, this is just playing good defense.
Really does a great job with his footwork, beating him to the spot.
Dumps it in. Turnaround jumper. The missed shot. The point guard takes the pass. Did the guy in the stands call for it? Zone offense now. That about wraps it up. We're all set for the finals. We hope you'll join us as we wait and see who will take this year's title. We'll see you tomorrow. That's going to do it for us, folks. Thanks for being along. For Dick Vitale and Aaron Andrews, I'm Brad Nessler. And now let's take a look at our players of the game.
A real nice performance by both young guys. Some special players. Hey, Brad, the sun is shining, my tan is golden, and we've got college hoops. What more could I ask for? We've got the consolation final of the EA Sports Maui Invitation from lovely Hawaii.
All right, Dick, here we go. It's not the true final, but it is another test for these young men. Let's get started with tonight's matchup between the Syracuse Orange and the Michigan Wolverines. And now for the tip. And the first half has officially begun. At a momentary look from three-point land. Now in transition. So, Dick, so important now at the point. The point guard will set things up and the other four will go to work.
Well, you know what they're doing is a four around with a post guy on the interior, and they're trying to get that ball to the inside, but they're playing with four people on the exterior.
They work it around the perimeter. Tries for two. He comes up empty. Makes the shot.
Look at that. That's unbelievable, baby.
On the left side. In the lane. Jumper won't go. Gave it up. And it's blocked. Both teams are looking to get something going here.
Look at that spacing.
He attempts the jump shot. Nails the jumper. Inside. He goes up with it.
Jumper didn't look pretty, I can tell you that. That baby was ugly.
Pushes it up. Takes his jumper. Gets the J to fall. On the dribble, gives it up with the J. And come up short. Simpson handles the feed. Our three-prong attack tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Brad Nessler with Dick Vitale and our friend EA, Aaron Andrews, checking in from the sideline.
He's got hops like you, man. He got hops like you.
It is pretty similar.
Wow. I didn't realize my partner was a high riser.
He pulls up with a jumper. Off the mark. Gave it up. He shoots the jumper.
Excellent jump shot right there. Up and inside.
Goes up with it. Scorches the net with a J. Works the perimeter.
Spacing so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
Nope. Pushes it up. Goes up for two. The missed shot. Buries it. On the outside. From the corner. Can't connect. They'll give him that pass all night long. Number 32 gets in on his first minutes tonight.
Hey, this kid really knows how to keep the offense moving. Tremendous leader out there.
They've got a player spotting up on the three. Jumper scores it. Trying to pack it inside. With a fadeaway jumper. Look at that follow through.
I'll tell you, great footwork, too, to create that opportunity. And then he's got the touch. What an offensive player.
Looking for a good shot. Goes up with a shot. Busts the jumper. Anthony handles the feed. Missed the jumper. Pushes it up. Turnaround jumper.
Jumper didn't look pretty, I can tell you that. That baby was ugly.
For two. No good. For the bucket. Off the glass and no good. Now they work it around the perimeter. Tries for two. Sinks the shot. Now looking for the ball screen, Dick.
Hey, the two-man game, Brad. So many teams incorporate it into their scheme because it works.
Goes up for two. They really seem to be letting this one get away, Dick.
Yeah, there's been a breakdown somewhere. They need to talk this one over, Brad.
They look to get it to the inside. Takes the jumper and come up short. And we'll get a change of possession. And that's one too many turnovers.
Yeah, those turnovers are really a nightmare, especially when they lead to layups.
Both teams are looking to get something going here. Top of the circle, they work it around the perimeter.
The athleticism in some of these kids, Brad, I'll tell you, it's incredible. Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. Pass down low. There's a drop step, and oh, good defense.
I thought defense reacted and beat him to the spot. Very poor job with the drop step, very slow.
Working it around the perimeter. Bad decision there by the freshman. Pushes it up. For two. Off the glass and no good. Number 32 gets the pass. For the bucket. He misses the jumper. And now they'll bring it up. Tries for two. No good from the field. Number 5 takes the feed. Fed the low block. With a deep shot from outside. Busts the J. Freeman is what a lot of people would call a complete post player in that he can do just about everything.
I'll tell you, he's definitely what I would call a complete post. He can do many different things and really puts pressure on the defense.
They push it up on the break. There was no doubt about that one. Out on the wing. Down inside. Turnover by the freshman. Now looking to attack. Goes up for two. Scorches the net. They'll work it around the arc. Now looking to create with a ball screen.
Hey, the pick and roll is one play that so many teams use these days. A great way to buy a step for the dribbler.
He shoots from the corner. They're really losing confidence with their poor shooting at the time, Dick.
Hey, nothing that a couple of fast break dunks couldn't cure.
With the jumper. Missed it. He unloads a three. Nails the jumper. They go into the low block. Puts up the J. They get it to go. On the outside. For 2. Goes. Work it inside, and he tries a drop step. Defensively, nice job.
Great job using his footwork defensively to beat him to the spot.
Looking for a good shot. The Wolverines must have had a great recruiting class. They've got a few very talented freshmen on the roster. Kicks it out. Takes his jumper. It'd be nice if he could get some assistance out there. That young man is doing it all for his team right now.
Brad, he's not getting any help out there. It's basically 1 against 5. Not good odds. Trying to go inside.
For the bucket.
Hey, when are these guys going to be able to make a shot?
Davis, and has it rejected.
Defense did a great job with that blocked shot.
On the right side. He puts up the tray. He seems absolutely adverse to taking any good shots right now.
And with that, his teammates may be getting a little bit frustrated.
He looks for 3. Jumper won't go. Tries for 2. And yet another missed field goal attempt, Dick.
Wow, I'm speechless, Brad, and you know that never happens. I don't know what to say. They couldn't be shooting the ball any worse.
And score it. Number 0 coming in for the first time tonight.
He will give this defense a different kind of threat at this position. Smart move. Coach looks on, focused, a lot of intensity, a lot of emotion. Bad decision there by the freshman.
Number 15 comes up with it. He hammers it home. This guy's really known as more of a power guy.
He has all the tools to play down low. He can put a lot of pressure on the defense.
Trying to feed inside. Goes up for 2. He gets it to go. He shoots from the top of the circle. Off the mark. This defense is fierce.
They're fierce, and they're not afraid to take chances, Brad.
In the post. For 2. He gets the bucket. He shoots from the deep corner. They got it. And the ball is saved. Great job. And the ball out of bounds, but we'll be staying right here. So now let's see what they do with the inbounds play on the baseline. The Orange are going into their zone motion offense now. the missed shot. About 7 minutes remaining on the game clock. Looking to move it around the perimeter. Freeman getting after it and saves it. So, Dick, so important now at the point. The point guard will set things up and the other four will go to work.
Well, you know what they're doing is a 4 around with a post guy on the interior, and they're trying to get that ball to the inside, but they're playing with 4 people on the exterior.
He seems determined to take the tough shot.
But they're not falling, and the offense is being totally taken out of sync.
Cross court. And they come with a double team to stop it. He fires away. Nope. With the J. Nails a sweet jumper. Isolated on the outside. They're working around the arc, looking for the open jumper. 6 minutes left on the game clock. Looks at the 3. Dick, he's just taking too many. Way too late with the block. Goaltending. Inbounds play on the baseline. He puts up the 3 ball. Gets the J to fall. Moving it around the perimeter. For the bucket. Off the glass and no good. Kicks it out. Jumper. Can't connect. Pushes it up. 5 minutes left in the game clock. On the dribble, gives it up. And the block. Number 4. Subpar performance is just destroying his confidence.
Things aren't coming easy for him right now. He's in a rut.
Off the glass and no good. Pushes it up. Jumper busts the J. He shoots from right of the circle. Busts the jumper. Gave it up. The freshman commits a turnover. Here they go into the break. Tries for 2.
The transition results with a basket.
Pushes it up.
Silly mistake.
Here they go in transition. Goes up for 2. Off the glass and no good. Pushes it up. He tries the 3 ball. Scores it. Now trying to feed the low block for 2. And we've got a change in possession here.
So many teams get bumped on screens when you inbounds the ball from the baseline.
Inside. And again, they look to run. For the bucket.
That's a basket off the break, baby.
They work the perimeter. Here's a double team. Simpson handles the feed. Good job defensively. They just won't get many openings.
Pressure in the basketball.
Tries for 2. Shot off. Inside. Takes the fadeaway jumper. Gets the fade to fall. He bombs from outside. Nails the J. On the dribble, gives it up. Goes up. And come up short. Simpson handles the pass. They work it around the perimeter. He shoots from outside. Perfectly executed. We're at the 2-minute mark. Looks at a three. The missed shot. He hammers it home.
You can almost see that coming. They were a little bit lazy on the defensive end. Mr. Excitement with that jam.
On the inside, and it's knocked away. Great block. Pushes it up.
Turnover by the freshman.
Number 4 takes the pass.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
He shoots from the elbow. Perfectly executed. 1 minute left on the game clock. Top of the circle, they work it around the perimeter. He puts up the J. Missed it.
Let's see if they go 2 for 1 here, Brad.
Pull-up jumper left side. Can't connect. Can't get it to go. Goes up for 2. Got it. That was a great delivery on the back cut, Dick.
That was a great cut and feed, Brad. A perfectly timed read.
Cross court. He shoots from the corner.
Jumper didn't look pretty, I can tell you that. That baby was ugly.
Cross court. He gets the rejection. At halftime, the Orange are ahead by 2. Well, let's take a look at our game summary to this point so far, Dick.
Tell you what, you can get a sense of the story of this game by looking at some of these numbers. Still lots of time to play, though. Anything can happen.
Looks like they're going to go with a full-court man-to-man press, Dick. The Orange have a player spotting up on the 3. With the jumper, nails the J. And a momentary look from three-point land. Pump fakes. He tries the jumper. Nope. Let's check in with Erin Andrews and what she's got in store for us. Erin?
The Wolverines, during halftime, really focused their discussions around defensive rebounding. The coaching staff felt as though they've been inadequate in this area. Moving forward, expect 5 guys in there for defensive rebound. Their team style of play relies on them being a good defensive rebounding team, something they haven't done so far. Guys?
All right, thanks, Erin. They work it around the perimeter. Looks at a 3. Missed the jumper. Number 32 gets the ball. Gave it up. Goes up with a shot. He couldn't get it to fall. Pushes it up. He attempts the trifecta. Scorches the net with a J. Anthony receives the pass. A little two-man action. They move it into the front court.
The freshman's a bit careless with the ball.
The Wolverines in transition.
I tell you, they all want to take it to the rack. High wire rack, baby. Little tipsy-do dunkaroo.
And a slam. How about that drive to the hoop, Dick?
That's a great job, Brad. Using his athleticism to get to the hoop and convert.
Cross court. From beyond the arc. Busts the jumper. Might be a ball screen here, Dick.
Well, you got to use that screen. Hey, how the dribbler uses the screen is important in a pick-and-roll situation. Look at that spacing.
He goes up with a jumper. Nails the J.
Take some pride on the defensive end.
They keep him under wraps.
Well done. Great trap.
He misses the fadeaway. Dumps it in.
I tell you, nothing like having those legs, man, where you bounce right off the floor. Up and inside.
He gets that ball in the low block and immediately goes with a shot. He misses the J. Out on the wing. Work the perimeter.
Spacing's so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
The missed shot. He tries the three. Jumper won't go. Simpson receives the pass. On the outside. He attempts the jump shot. Gets the J to fall. On the dribble, gives it up. He goes up with it. Scorches the net with a J. Looking for a good shot. That's a nice fake. He shoots the jumper. Busts the J. Kicks it out. He takes the three. Great looking shot. Good pass off the dribble.
Hey, they're doing a great job of getting them off the dribble and creating the open looks. Nice job with the penetrate and kick right there.
Now they work it around the perimeter. Three. Off the glass and no good. Off the glass and no good.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. Ball down low, puts it on the floor. Turn around, fadeaway. On the right side. He pulls up with a jumper. Knocks it down. Working it around the perimeter. Jumper! It almost looks like they got a lid on the goal, Dick. Nothing is falling for them.
Wow, when a team is shooting a ball like this, I'm telling you, they're not focused. They're going to drive the coach bananas. Practice is going to be so tough tomorrow. I mean, they need repetition, 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 and it's nothing but one brick after another.
The small forward with the ball.
Pushing that basketball.
For the bucket. He drains it. Great ball movement right there, Dick.
I tell you, they're really playing some great basketball. just a quality possession right there. They're moving the basketball, reversing the ball. That's really great to watch.
He shoots from left of the circle. Nails the sweet jumper. He shoots from the top of the key. They got it. They'll work it around the arc. With a sensational block. They just keep trying to break through that zone.
But this zone is ready for everything today. Great pressure, great double team, really explosive.
Pushing in transition. With the runner. Drains it. On the outside. Goes up for two. They get it to go. The Wolverines have a three-point shooter spotting up. Goes up. Off the mark with a shot. The small forward gets the ball. On the elbow, they feed down to the low block. Goes up with it for two. They wanted an offensive interference call and don't get it. Fed the low block. For the basket's good. It was on its way down. Let's take another look at our star watch. Looking for a good shot. That spin move not successful, Dick.
I did a great job on the defense, not allowing them to make that turn.
The small forward takes the pass and come up short. In the post. There's a nice block from behind, Dick.
Yeah, that's good timing for the defense.
Looking to move it around the perimeter.
Double team now, bad angle.
Tries for two. Scorches the net with a J. Isolated on the outside. They work it around the arc, looking for the open jumper. Tries for two. He buries the shot. Moving it around the perimeter. Goes up with a shot. And score it. They work the perimeter. He unloads a three. Off the mark. Off the backboard. Pushes it up. Now the turnaround jumper. The missed shot. Pushes it up. He shoots from the angle.
Excellent jump shot right there.
They work it around the perimeter. There's a double team waiting there.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
Puts it on the floor and up and under.
I got a great job of the ball fake that created the up and under move. And good footwork. It's essential with an up and under move to utilize good footwork.
And a momentary look from three-point land. The Orange are going to move away from their preferred style of play and look at playing a bit more in the half court here, Dick. They've got a lead to protect.
Hey, knowing when to settle down in the half court is very important. When you have the lead and the clock is winding down, the offensive goal should be to have longer possession.
He misses the jumper. On the left side. They work it around the perimeter. The Orange in transition for the deuce. He doesn't get the hoop to fall. McLeod saves it. On the right side.
Look at that spacing.
He puts up the J. Off the mark from only inches away. The small forward receives the pass. We're at the 7-minute mark.
Up and inside.
Goes up for two. He shows the sweet touch. Work the perimeter.
Spacing so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
For two. Off the glass and no good. The small forward handles the pass. For the bucket. It's no good. On the outside. He launches a three. Nails the J. 6 minutes left on the game clock. Big finish coming here, partner. I'm not going anywhere.
Offensively, this is when it's extremely important to have the right people shooting the basketball at the right times.
Pushes it up. He pulls the trigger. Knocks it down. Looking for a good shot. Goes up for two. Was that beautiful or what? Now they work it around the perimeter. We're at the 5-minute mark. Number 5 is called for the foul. Number 11 steps to the line for the first time. He makes the first. Two at the charity stripe. Dumps it in. Puts up the jumper. Jumper won't go. Simpson handles the pass. Pushes it. For two. The shot's off target. Tries for two. The layup is good. He goes up with it. He misses the J. He comes up empty. For the deuce. Nice tip.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. Not a wise decision to take that shot there.
Hey, Brad, their shot selection has been questionable. Too many outside jumpers. They've got to attack inside and then out.
With the jumper. Off the glass. Pushes it up. He shoots from right of the circle. He misses the jumper. The small forward gets the ball. He shoots from outside. He misses the J. On the left side. 3 minutes left on the game clock. He gets it to fall. For the bucket. Rims out. The small forward takes the pass. Working it around the perimeter.
High post screen. So effective, that screen.
Rims out. They'll work it around the arc. About 2 minutes remaining. He pulls up with a jumper. Off the glass and no good. Gave it up. He shoots from the top of the key. He knocks down the jumper. Goes up for two. Off the backboard. With the jumper. Off the glass. Lays it up. 5 points separate these two squads right now.
No one's leaving this building without a fight, Brad.
On the dribble, gives it up.
There's the trap.
Simpson handles the feed. He doesn't get the hoop. He gets the bucket. They shave the lead down to 3.
There's a lot of time to pull this one out, Brad.
Dumps it in. He tries the jumper. Knocked it down. On the outside. For two. With a layup. It's a 3-point deficit.
And that can change in a matter of seconds, baby. Hold on.
Tries for two. Struggles with a close one. That one's blocked from behind.
Great rotation by the D. I love it.
This one will come in from the baseline. And the ball out of bounds, but we'll be staying right here. The inbound play will come from the baseline. Now it's just a matter, Dick, isn't it, of clock management here? And now getting set up here in a 4-round one.
I love the 4-round one, especially when you got a big guy who can pass the ball exceptionally well as score. Now you got to give help on him, and it leaves people open on the perimeter, and they better be able to make that open jump shot.
They'll throw this one in from the side. And the clock stopped with a foul. So they'll inbound on the near sideline. And they continue to foul to stop the clock. They'll throw it in from the side. And the clock stopped with a foul. The offense begins off the sideline inbounds. Timeout's called. Let's check in with Aaron Andrews.
As you guys know, free throw shooting becomes very important down the stretch. The coaching staff is aware of this, and we'll be talking about this in the timeout. It'll be up to the players to knock them down.
What mindset, Dick, do coaches want their players to have when they leave a timeout?
Well, for me, Brad, I wanted my players to have a clear understanding of what the objectives were for the upcoming possessions. Timeouts are a great way to get your team back on track and a way to really alter the tempo of the game. Great coaches have a knack for calling timeouts at the right times. Sometimes timeouts can take teams right out of their rhythm, Brad. Let's see what happens here.
Cross court. He goes for the trifecta. Busts the J. Looks like we're ready to step back out onto the court. He dials long distance. It won't fall. Dick, let's take a moment to look at our players of the game here today.
These two kids were awesome all day, Brad. They both played their hearts out. Their coaches have got to be happy.